Hello, hello, yogis, and welcome to our Monday Vinyasa practice. It is wonderful to have you here. My name is Jill Entiknap, and I'm the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio. For our Vinyasa practice, all you really need is a mat. I don't necessarily recommend any other props today. If you like to use props, know that you can use those props. Today, our class is for mobility and ease of motion. That's what we want to think about when we think about mobility, is ease of motion. So we are going to link our breath to our movement throughout today's practice and bring in that ease of movement. Let's go ahead and start our practice today in our child's pose. Bringing your big toes to touch, knees come out as wide as feels comfortable for you today, and then start to walk your fingertips forward. Let your forehead rest down, spread your fingers out wide. Anchor your palms into the mat and sink your hips back, seeing if you can feel into more length through the side body. So you let your chest sink down, let the underarms sink toward the floor, closing down the eyes. Let's take a moment here and shift the forehead from side to side. And just really feel into the groundedness of this opening posture, this child's pose. Feel the groundedness of the palms spread wide, the forehead resting down, and the hips sinking back. Maybe you can feel the torso pressing into the thighs. Maybe there's a little bit more space in the body. Start to become aware of your breath, feeling your inhale expand and your exhale release. The breath is just as important as the postures themselves. Let's take a deep breath in, fill the body with the breath, stretch and lengthen with that breath. Exhale, let it sink into the floor. And again, deep breath in, stretch and lengthen. And open mouth, exhale. Let's do one more big breath in and full breath out. Bringing the lips to press, activating that ujjayi breath, inhales and exhales through the nose. You can press your tongue against the roof of your mouth to create some restriction in the back of your throat. If you can hear yourself breathing, that's perfect. We'll use this breath as we move breath to movement with our practice. Set that breath here and now. Look forward, press yourself forward, bring your knees underneath your hips, and then bring your hands forward, coming into your puppy pose. Hips are elevated, letting the chest sink, opening up a little bit more through those shoulders and chest. Forehead rest down, tops of the feet rest down. 2 deep breaths here. Walk your hands toward your body, pressing yourself up. Let's come into an easy seat. Grounding down into your sit bones, get nice and tall through the crown of the head. Tuck the chin to the chest, let the crown come forward and the shoulders come back. Deep breaths into the upper back. See if you can feel the upper back expand with that breath. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Let's inhale, lift the nose toward the ceiling, opening up through the throat. And exhale, tuck the chin toward the chest. And inhale as you open and lengthen. And exhale as you tuck and round. One more. Inhale as you open and lengthen. Exhale as you tuck and round. Bringing the head back through center, drop right ear, right shoulder, walk the left fingertips away. Let's take that right hand to the side of the head and just create a little bit more length through that left side. Switch it out, head through center, right hand down, left hand comes to the side of the head. Draw that left ear to the left shoulder, walk the right fingertips away, lengthen through the side of the neck. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. full breath out. Bring that head back through center. Inhale your shoulders to your ears and exhale, roll them back and down. And once again, inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Change direction. Roll the shoulders forward, down, back, and around. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Lower those shoulders away from the ears. Let's inhale. Sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, left hand down, right hand reaches. Sink into that right hip. Lift your gaze to the ceiling. Inhale through center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand reaches. Sink that left hip down. Lift your gaze to the ceiling. Inhale back through center. Exhale, let's twist the body over to the left. Draw the left shoulder back. Gaze back. Look back. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand, right knee, right shoulder back. Gaze back. Look back. Inhale back through center. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, shifting yourself into your tabletop position. Get your tabletop set up nice and sturdy and balanced. Spread those fingers out wide, checking in that the shoulders are stacked over the wrists. The knees are underneath the hips. Let's press the toes into the mat as we sink the hips back to the heels, opening up through the arches. And then bring that body forward over the wrists, opening up through the wrists and the forearms. Sink the hips back, open up through the arches. Sink the body forward over the wrists. Find that neutral tabletop position. Let the tops of the feet rest down. Inhale, cow pose. Arch the spine, lift the gaze, shine the chest forward. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, head hangs heavy. Let the head hang, press through the palms, spine presses to the ceiling. Inhale, back to that cow. Arch and lift. Exhale, round and press. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and press. Let's do one more. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and press. Come back to that neutral tabletop position. Draw your belly button to your spine, engaging through your core. Right hand comes forward, left leg comes back into that bird dog pose. Keep that left hip dialed down, keeping the hips nice and square to the ground. Reach from the heel, flexing the toes down through the fingertips, flipping the palm down. And let's pulse that hand and leg for 5 little movements. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then inhale, extend, exhale, draw the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. One more. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. Hold and press here, pressing the elbow to the knee to the elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lengthen out long, get long, extend it out, and release it down. Switching it out, left hand forward, right leg back. Press through the heel, flex the toes down, flip the palm down, draw that right hip in, stay nice and square. Let's pulse the hand and leg, little movements. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then inhale, extend, and exhale, draw the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend, exhale, knee to elbow, pause and press for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, extend, and exhale, release it down. Let's do some circles with our torso, bringing the upper body over to the right, hips come back, body to the left, forward, and back around. Add in the breath. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back. Let's change direction, body to the right, forward, left, back and around. Circles with those hips. Find that range of motion in your body. Move with the hips. Keep the breath steady as you inhale forward and exhale back. Inhale forward and exhale back. Come back to neutral. Spread those fingers out wide. Flip the toes. Press your hips up and back. Come into that downward facing dog. Check in with your foundation. Your feet are hip width distance. Hands are a little bit wider at shoulder width distance. You're making that upside down V shape. Let's pedal out the feet, lifting one heel, bending one knee, lifting the opposite heel, bending the opposite knee, shifting from side to side, lifting one, pressing one down. Spread the fingers out wide and really press the heels of the palms in. Let's press both heels down, bend into the knees, press the chest toward the thighs, and then straighten out those legs. And then bend into the knees, press the chest into the thighs, and sink the heels down. Let's come into a three-legged dog. Ground down into your left foot, right leg lifts. Bend your knees, stack your hips, open up your body to the right, gaze underneath your right shoulder. Extend that right leg back up and release it down. We'll switch it out. Ground down into that right foot, left foot lifts. Bend the knees, stack the hips, gaze underneath the left shoulder, that knee's pointing up to the ceiling. Feel that opening through the hips. Release that knee down, that foot down. Look forward, step forward, stay hinged forward. Let's heel toe the feet, hip width distance apart. Good measurement is 2 fist distance between your feet. Bend into your right knee, plant your right palm down, reach your left hand high. See if you can get your shoulders nice and stacked as you straighten out through that left leg and lift with your gaze. We'll switch it out. Bring the left hand down, bend into the left knee, straighten through the right leg, reach the right hand high. You're drawing that right shoulder back, stacking your shoulders, lifting your gaze. Release your right hand back down. Let's heel toe the feet to the edges of the mat so the heels are on, toes are off. Sink the hips down and let's sink into our yogi squat. You can bring the elbows to the inside edge of the knees as you tuck the tailbone under. Get nice and tall through the crown of the head. And let's take a moment to shift right and left in the legs through the torso. Opening up through the hips again, increasing that mobility. Come through center, lift those hips up, heel toe the feet all the way together, all the way together. Take a bend in the knees and slowly rise all the way up to that mountain pose, getting nice and tall. For your mountain pose, you want to find your anatomically correct position. So maybe the toes and heels touch, or maybe there's some space between the feet. You want to feel really solid here in your mountain pose. Tuck your tailbone under. Get nice and tall from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Inhale, shoulders to ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. And again, inhale, shoulders to ears, and exhale, roll them back and down. Let's clasp the hands together behind the back. Lengthen the hands down, draw the shoulder blades together, chest comes forward. Lift with your gaze, opening through the throat, tilting with the chin, lift the gaze. Release the palms, palm facing forward. Inhale, extend that mountain. Look up, reach up, palms touch. Take a deep breath here as you lengthen through your fingertips. And exhale as you bend to the right, fingertips to the right, hips to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right, hips to the right, fingertips to the left. Inhale through center. Let's cactus out the arms. Open through the chest. Inhale through center. Let's twist. Left hand forward, right hand back. Gaze back. Reach from fingertip to fingertip. Open up those palms to the right side. Inhale, arms come back through center. Exhale, right hand forward, left hand back. Open the palms up to the left hand side. Inhale through center. Exhale, let's forward fold. Use the core, use the core, use the core, use the core, and release. Take a moment, let the head hang heavy in this first forward fold. Let the hands drape down. Shift your weight forward into your toes, back into your heels. Start to notice what you feel through the legs, through the back line of the body. On your next inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins. Sink the hips back, lengthen the crown forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step your feet back into your high plank. For today's high plank, let's zip the legs up tight together. Press through your palms, draw your belly button to your spine, tuck that tailbone under. Inhale, shift your weight forward, taking it through our chaturanga. Exhale as you lower to hover or all the way down. Ensure that your elbows are tucking into your side body. Unflip your toes. Press through your palms, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Let's run through that chaturanga one more time from our down dog. Inhale, shift your weight forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, lower to a hover or all the way down. Always an option to come to the knees, hugging the elbows in. Unflip the toes, lift with the gaze, arch through the spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. As we come into this down dog, let's take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Lift your right leg high, step it through. Come into your runner's lunge. Keeping your hands planted on the floor, let's shift forward, shift back. As you straighten out through that front leg, stay high on the ball mound of the back foot and draw the forehead to the shin. Take an inhale as you come to a halfway lift and exhale, forehead to shin. Sink forward, stacking the knee over the ankle. Back heel comes down. Unflip the back toes, top of the foot down. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, cactus out your arms. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we'll twist to the right. Left hand forward, right hand back, gaze back, look back. Inhale through center. Exhale, hands come back down. Bump up on those back toes. Plant your back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Rise to your warrior one. Inhale as you rise. That front foot is pointed straight forward. Hips and shoulders are squared forward. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. Feel into those feet. Press into the outside edge of the back leg. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Let's sweep the hands back. Lengthen the crown forward. Imagine you have a beach ball behind you. Let's press into that beach ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms come back up overhead. Exhale, open up to your warrior two, paralleling your back foot to the back side of your mat. You're doing awesome. Front foot is pointed straight forward. Back foot is at that parallel heel to arch alignment with the feet. You want that front knee stacked over the front ankle. We'll take 2 breaths in our warrior two, reaching from fingertip to fingertip, gazes forward. Big breath in, full breath out. Big breath in, full breath out. Next time, flip the palms, palm facing up, straighten through the front leg, reach up, look up, and then sink back into that warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reach up, look up, and sink back in. Reverse your warrior. Flip that back hand down, comes down to the back leg. Front hand comes up. Reach up, look up. Feel that length through the side body. 2 breaths here. You got it. From our reverse warrior, come back to your warrior two. Straighten through your front leg. Tilt those hips back. Front hand down, back hand up. Triangle pose. You're reaching with your top fingertips, engaging through your side body. That bottom hand can be down or floating or on the shin. Let's come back to our warrior two. Take a big breath in. Exhale your hands down. Step your foot back into your high plank. Take it through your chaturanga. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Step it through into that runner's lunge. So you're keeping your hands down on the mat. And then straighten through the front leg. Stay on the ball mound of the back foot. Draw the forehead to the shin. Inhale as you halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, forehead to shin. Bend back into the front knee. Let the back knee come down. Let's unflip the back toe. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus out your arms. Open through your chest, open through your throat. Inhale, arms back up. Twist to the left. Right hand forward, left hand back. Gaze back, look back. Inhale back through center. Exhale your hands down. Bump up on your back toes. Pop your back heel down. Inhale, rise to that warrior one. Your front foot is pointed straight forward. Back foot's toward the top right corner of your mat. Sink into your front knee. Press into the outside edge of the back foot. 2 breaths here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sweep your hands back. Grab that beach ball, pulse into the beach ball. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Paralleling your back foot to the back side of your mat. Check in that you have heel to arch alignment. Your front foot is pointed straight forward and that knee is stacked over your ankle. Check in with that alignment. Shoulders are stacked over the hips. Arms are straight and strong. Gaze is forward. 2 breaths here. And we're going to straighten through the front leg, look up, reach up, and sink back in. One more, reach up, look up, straighten through that front leg, and sink back in. Back hand comes down, front hand comes up. Reach with your top fingertips. 2 deep breaths in our reverse warrior. Come back to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Reach forward. Left hand down, right hand high, triangle pose. Lift with your gaze. Reach with your top fingertips. That hand can be down on the floor or it can hover. You decide what feels right for you today. Let's come back to that warrior two. Take a big breath in. Exhale your hands down. Step your foot back into your high plank. Find that plank. And let's take it through a chaturanga. Meeting back in our down dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale your right leg high. Step it through. Come down onto the back knee. And come into that low lunge. Hands stay down. Sink the hips forward. Let's have the focus be on that front left hip, lengthening through those hip flexors. Let's straighten out through the front leg. Flex your toes to your face. Sink your hips back. Lengthen your crown forward. Sink forward into that front foot. Heel toe the right foot to the left-hand side of your mat, coming into your half pigeon. For today's half pigeon, let's stay lifted and see if you can. That back leg is out nice and straight. See if you can bend into that leg, lifting the back foot off and lower. And lift and lower and lift and lower. Let that foot come down. Plant the hands down, unflip the back toes. Right leg comes up and back, 3-legged dog. Feel into that release and release your right foot down. Left foot lifts into your 3-legged dog. Look between your hands, step that foot through, come down onto the back knee to your low lunge, sink the hips forward. Really focusing on the right hip and lengthening out through that whole right side. Sink the hips back, straighten through the left leg, flex your toes to your face, lengthen your crown forward. Breathe here. Sink forward into your front foot. Heel toe your left foot to the right-hand side of your mat. Maybe that foot is tucked in. Maybe it's parallel to the top side of your mat. Either way is okay. But that back leg, you want it to be straight back out behind you. We're going to stay lifted on this side as well. And see if you can lift that back foot and lower, even if it's a little bit. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Ground down into your palms. Unflip the back toes. Left foot comes back. 3-legged dog. Lengthen it out and release that foot down. Sink forward. Bring the upper body all the way down to the mat. Let's come into our Sphinx pose. Top of the feet, press into the mat. Elbows come underneath the shoulders. The arms, the forearms are parallel to one another. Chin is parallel to the floor. Lengthen the crown up. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Press the hands into the mat. Press all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Step forward. We're going to crouch, 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 crouch until the bottom comes down. Lift the legs up. Come into that boat pose. Shins are parallel to the ceiling. If that's accessible, the feet can always be down. Reach forward, lean back. Come back to your breath. Big breath in. Full breath out. Big breath in. As you exhale, start to lower down, lower down, lower down. Bend into the knees, plant the feet on the floor. Heel toe the feet, hip width distance apart. Let's inhale, lift those hips up, engage through the glutes, and hover. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. Let those hips come all the way down. Heel to the feet together. Drop both knees over to the right. Cactus out the left arm, gaze over the left shoulder. Feel that length from the shoulder all the way through the knees. See if you can keep that left shoulder down as you press the knees into the floor. Come back through center. Drop both knees over to the left. Cactus out the right arm. Gaze over the right shoulder. Feel that length from the shoulder all the way through the knees. Maybe you can press the knees down a little bit more. Come back through center, plant the feet on the floor, tuck that tailbone under, right ankle above the left knee, reach for the backside of that left leg coming into our figure four. And we're going to shift that left knee from right to left. Find that movement, how big of a movement that is in your body. And plant that left foot back down, right foot plants, left ankle above the right knee, reach for the back of the right knee, draw that knee in and shift from right to left. From here, lift those legs straight up to the ceiling, flip the palms, palm facing down, flex your toes to your face. Let the low back stay connected. Slow and controlled, lower the heels down for 5, 4, 3, 2, option a hover on 2, holding, maybe you flutter kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, ankles come wide. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. And again, take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Let yourself really sink into the floor. Let the shoulders sink. Let the ankles come wide, coming into this final resting pose. We call it Shavasana. Shavasana translates to corpse pose. Allowing yourself to fully sink and settle into the mat. Come back to your breath. We're going to take 10 rounds of breath here. So just allow yourself to relax and absorb the nutrients of your practice. You can stay connected to your breath. Draw your knees into your chest, wrap your hands around your knees, gently rock from side to side. Let's take a deep breath in and a full breath out. As you exhale, maybe you can draw your knees a little bit more to the chest with that exhale. Grab the backs of the legs, rock yourself up into your seated position. Ground down into those sit bones, press your palms through heart center, tuck your chin to your chest. Taking a moment to bow to your practice and bow to yourself for creating the time and the space for this practice. As we move breath to movement, as we move quickly, as we bring that physical awareness in, we increase our mobility. As we breathe in postures, we feel into postures. We increase that physical awareness. And as we increase physical awareness, we increase mobility. Thank you for being here today, for sharing in this space, for allowing me to share this practice with you. It is always my honor. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. If you enjoyed this class, be sure to like it, favorite it, share it. Know that you can always come back to it. Until we meet again, may your light be your guide. Again, my name is Jill Enticknap, the lead trainer and founder of Yogi Institute, an online yoga school and studio, and I will see you again very soon.